And first, I want to talk about some pre-submitted questions that I received from a parent that I shared my statement, and they asked me, let's get a little bit more detail. So instead of doing double work, because I did want to address these questions to everyone, I'm addressing it here at this forum. So first, what are the focus priorities? So the focus priorities, as I mentioned a second ago, is academic excellence, parental rights, and lastly, community partnerships. And again, academic excellence is something that the Etiwanda School District is doing well at. There could be potential areas to see different areas where there might need to be some improvement in making sure and supporting everyone to get the same results. However, across the board, when you compare Etiwanda to the state, the academic excellence is there. So I would only want to come in and be a thought partner to support academic excellence, in addition to be supporting teachers in what they do to ensure that academic excellence continues to happen, because it's happening right now. The second piece is parental rights. I do feel strongly about parents being in the loop and also having a say in what happens at schools. I'm not saying that that's not currently in place at Etiwanda School District. However, in speaking with people, there are different opportunities where parental rights can be shared with the community, or folks can potentially understand what their rights are. And that's in some of my conversations that I've had with parents, some of the conversations that I've had while canvassing the community. And then lastly is community partnerships. I think community partnerships is huge. One, it gets folks very connected to the community. In my experience as a principal, when we had strong community partnerships, our school was more successful overall. There are already strong community partnerships within the Etiwanda School District. So not to say I would want to change any of those, but would want to look for different opportunities to enhance the community partnerships that are already there. So in my campaign statement, I also mentioned about being fiscally responsible. And yes, it's definitely the responsibility of a board member to try to be fiscally responsible as possible. How I look, what my perspective would be different is my perspective as being a successful school leader and being able to support decisions on where funds should be used in service of academic excellence, because I've done that as a principal and want to potentially bring that expertise to the board as well. And not to say that people are not being fiscally responsible. I'm sure principals, again, Etiwanda, when you compare Etiwanda to some districts in the area, we're working with less money than a lot of districts. So I know in the DNA of many principals, many leaders, folks on a board, folks that are making those decisions, fiscal responsibility is at the top. But I would just want to add my perspective based on where to potentially use the funds most appropriately to support academic excellence. Local organization affiliations and local endorsements. So right now, I am a volunteer through the city of Rancho Cucamonga. I was most recently a volunteer Pee-wee T-ball coach, which was an amazing time, and just working with the kids and meeting the parents and seeing how much joy that brought to our little preschoolers. I also volunteer at an organization in Rialto that supports low income folks primarily, called Never Stop Grinding Impact. And honestly, on Thursday, I'm going to I'm volunteering my time to work at a diaper giveaway. So I not only in Rancho Cucamonga, but also in the Inland Empire, I definitely volunteer my time, and I support local organizations for the betterment of this community, because I'm a product of the Inland Empire. Local endorsements. So I have a couple so far. The first one would be Joe Baca Jr. Met him at an event in Rialto and shared my vision and was able to get his endorsement. Also, Never Stop Grinding Impact, which is the organization that I work with. But honestly, I'm out here right now trying to get endorsements, right? I want folks to hear. That's why I'm putting on this town hall. I want folks to hear from me, hear my experience, understand the value that I could potentially bring to Etiwanda School District, and get you brought on, and say, hey, you know what? This is someone that could potentially support what we're doing in the district. I don't have the mayor's not going to endorse me, the potentially, but right now I don't have the mayor's endorsement. I don't have local political leaders' endorsements, because I'm coming in from a experience outside of Rancho Cucamonga, but I do think that experience is impactful and can have an impact on to continue to make our schools the best places for all students. So if you like what you hear and you want to give me an endorsement, and you're a parent, you're a teacher, anyone, I'll take all endorsements. But outside of the ones that I mentioned initially, those are my main local endorsements. But as they come in, I'll be sure to let everybody know what those endorsements are. So you know the folks that are supporting me to support the community. And the last question that was pre-submitted is, which community partnerships would you like to see facilitated with our district? So, great question. And one particular community partnership that I think would be helpful would be setting up a type of intramural sports program. I was with my niece and my brother at a basketball practice, and Darren Collison, a Etiwanda high school product of the area, former NBA player. He was working out and folks playing basketball. And he was asking, like, dude, is there still the intramural program at the elementary, middle school level? And he's mentioned that it was something that really engaged him and really brought him into what was happening at the school district and how much he loved it. So I think that's one community partnership. And of course, it's between schools, but it's still like building community within Etiwanda School District that I would like to see initially. I'm also looking to hear from members of the community. What community partnerships would you all like to see, right? This is not about me coming in and giving my ideas to solve everything. My slogan is a partner in excellence. So I want to partner with folks. That's why I'm putting myself out there to connect with the community to see what in particular are the needs of the community right now. Because I can have my perspective what the community needs, but it takes a village, right? And I want to get the perspective from the entire village.